and use them when the need arises. Now, and use them when the need arises.
Mind to solve this.
Now seems a fine time to sort through your belongings, Master.
If you've anything edible, I'll gladly lessen your burden.
Gives me an ill feeling. Causing conflict to plague the world.
All this worrying is giving me an achy back.
If our prayers are not
Let the
heeded,
Reaper claim
what
them.
hope have we?
So tired. I barely the vim to Tom.
Never mind what they say. I'll hold my head high.
I can but trust my faith will guide me true.
There's comfort in the humdrum of daily life. Greetings. You seek God. You need only make a worthy offering in exchange. If the way forward is shrouded to you, it is lovely to see you.
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
After you arisen?
Well, you will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to... the foremost hospitality. You know where to find me. The solution eludes me, but I'm certainly...
It's been a hard day.
Now there's a worthy prize. If only 'tweren't so far away.
The goblin, I hope you can reclaim aught from the feat. Twould bring me peace of mind.
Fancy a look at my wares?
The goblins. I hope you can reclaim aught from the fiends.
No purchases to be made today. Hey, I see. I just hope the shopkeep understands.
Browsing was enough to scratch the itch in my case.
Come to think of it, was there not another task we were to see to somewhere nearby?
We'll make our way there in time. As to whether 'twill be sooner or later, that is for the Arisen to decide.
Well, that was
As a matter of fact, curious thing, one of my former masters chose to hire only women. I wonder why.
Now there's a thought.
It seems we must venture to Trevo Mine. I believe it lies to the northwest of Vernworth. Follow me, Master. I shall guide you to the location.
Well, if you insist. I'm only glad I don't have to lead the way for a change.
I'll teach them a lesson they will soon forget.
I'm coming, Master!
Measure of haste will not go amiss.
It seems we must venture to Trevo Mine. I believe it lies to the northwest of Vernworth. Then follow me. I'll lead the way.
Goblins approach!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
Is this a challenge, Arisen, to see who can keep pace?
Let us endeavour to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot. Most impressive, Master.
I dare say, the Arisen would have defeated this lot without us.
That was certainly worth a while. Look out, Arisen! Another attack! That was superb, Arisen.
This will want to make it over there, but how to close the distance? Grab hold of our foe in flight. Might it not carry us where we want to go?
I'll teach them a lesson they will soon forget.
Best not be bothering me for no reason.
This is generally used as a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations. No sense letting me get the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say. It's a bit early to be thanking me. The enemy yet remains.
Well said.
Guard all you want. It won't make a difference when I've grappled you. See?
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
We can pick some now and use them when the need arises.
Flying foes are loathsome to handle. Our attacks shan't reach them easily.
Very well, if I must.
One of our number is unconscious. No harm shall come to you.
Caught unawares? Never be so careless.
Many thanks for healing me, Arisen. Frey, follow me. A cave. Shall we proceed into the depths?
What I wouldn't give for a map, particularly one that could tell us where all the treasure lies.
Understood. Danger might lurk anywhere. Wear every shadow. And mind the ceiling.
Be sure to keep your wits about you.
Methinks we could move this boulder if we work together.
A firm push is what's needed here.
Douse the flames!
My sword strikes true!
Thank you. I am in your debt. As a matter of fact, curious thing, one of my former masters chose to hire only women.
We are under attack!
Tremendous work!
Indeed. 'Twas enough to make one pity our foe. You're well fond of picking things up, aren't you?
Dare I say it? We trounced our foe. Well and truly.
No doubt this trial will spur us into the next.
It is broken, and repairing it is beyond our means. You've no choice but to take the long way around.
Forgive me if I do not jump for joy.
Our task is complete.
Not a bad idea. I don't know about you, Master, but I'm worn out. Mightn't we have a rest before pressing on? Perhaps this will seem of little consequence, but the pawns in this party are women all.
And yet, no two of us are the same.
Jerusalem's gone up in flames before my very eyes.
Oh, that's better. Many thanks. I would gladly be obeyed, Arisen. Goblins, master!
Caution would be wise, but we ought not let it halt us in our course. I suppose I'll handle this.
Water is nigh invisible in this gloom. No few times has an overconfident step soaked my boots.
I dare say that's part and parcel of the adventurous trade.
Broken. Ah, but hold a moment. Methinks I espy a way through. We'd best report back. With this, the weapons we sought are all accounted for. Shall we present them to Sir Klaus? If you would be so kind as to follow me, I shall take you to the one you seek.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
Boy, you there! If you're fit to fight, give us a hand. Pray, lend us your hand.
We're in your debt.
Scatter the goblins!
You've a strong arm. 'Twas a simple patrol mission, till we walked into their ambush. Those cursed things, I don't know where we'd be if you hadn't come along. 'Twas a simple, I don't know where we'd be if you had.
Now seems a fine time to sort through your belongings, Master.
If you've anything edible, I'll gladly lessen your burden.
Out of the cave at last.
The air beneath the earth is stifling, to be sure.
Right you are. That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it? Oh, what does this say?
A thorough perusal might reveal aught of interest.
The arisen has been torched! Quick, douse the flames! You have my protection. Would that such tranquility? Phantoms!
There'll be a holy light above all else.
Fought felt from defeat and freed its loss.
I enjoy the chase.
Come on, put up a fight.
I will finish this here and now! I see our goal has changed. I would not presume to direct our course, but do let me know if you require a guide.
Perhaps the Arisen has recalled some more pressing business. Fret,
Look there. Methinks I spy aught of use.
let us ponder how best to proceed.
How are we to get through this door?
I shall gladly smash every last one.
Trial as it comes. Would you mind coming over here? Unless I'm mistaken, what we require is already in our possession. A different path would serve us better now. I'll lead the way. With this, the weapons we sought are all accounted for. Shall we present them to Sir Klaus? I believe I can guide you to the next question.
Field of battle doesn't hit us against our fellows, but that's not by cutting them down easier to bear. There's no great shock to me.
Come on then, let's dance. Stop!
Let us see what you're made of.
I'm saved. Thank you, Arisen. Thank you for healing me, Arisen. The longer our journey, the more of each other we come to know.
I'd be glad to commiserate with anyone who's willing to share their blunders.
Good morrow, everyone.
Off we go then.
Feeling rested, I trust? We have found a material. I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
much of an adventure if all we do is make camp.
'Tis enough to make camp only when the need arises.
I am honored to your side, Risen.
You're well fond of picking things up, aren't you? Got? Better on me.
That was superb. I would have preferred not to have to fight so soon, but at least I know I am up to the challenge.
Try not to get hit, lest all that vim go to waste.
Well done!
Useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
No harm in picking a few. If 'tis as broken as it seems, then I'm afraid we've no recourse but to find another way around.
Forgive me if I do not jump for joy.
I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
2 words for that performance. Utter perfection.
Once more!
That wasn't a homecoming I envisioned. I knew the village would be in a bad way.
Ox carts make for relatively safer travel.
They can be most convenient.
Come to think of it, was there not another task we were to see to somewhere nearby?
We'll make our way there in time. As to whether 'twill be sooner or later, that is for the Arisen to decide.
If I had an L to keep me warm.
Wares of every ilk.
Wow, here, eh? Time for an
Tell is, Vermund was once a beastren kingdom.
Fascinating.
Indeed. Though 'tis not widely known among the common folk.
Good tidings, sir. How fares your retrieval of those plundered weapons? Oh-ho! Most excellent. You may now change your voc. However, if you wish to register as a warrior instead, you will need to Good tidings, sir. How fares your retrieval of those plundered weapons? Marvelous! You have acquired both an archer staff and a greatsword. You may now change your vocation as desired, sir. What's more, I bear glad tidings. 'Twould seem our arms shortage is at an end. I dare say the armory will be resupplied anon.
Outstanding.
Have you business with the guild, sir? Would be glad to assist you. Have you found any of the items we discussed, perchance?
Always a pleasure.
Our enemies shall tremble before your magics, Master.
I'll not allow a single enemy to flee the wrath of your spells.
Where's?
Mind the crowds.
What did I have to help me hand?
Are you in the market for something in particular? Do come again.
Well, then.
So, come take a look. You'll be glad you did. Do come again.
Not buying? That's just as well. Better to be selective.
Welcome. And quality's what you need if you want to... survive.
So before you check the price, just remember... Misers don't... My early... Many thanks. I appreciate the visit.
Well met, Sailor Crow.
Dead on my feet. Much to do yet.
Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality. In all Vernworth. Much obliged. Here I've no wisdom to offer.
Look, as long as you please.
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
After you, Arisen.
Feet. Maybe I'll get you my wares.
This really is fine. Are you in the market for something in particular? Always a pleasure.
Gather round, gather round. Treat your ears to a tail bite.
Naught of import ever happens here, anyhow. Suppose I best earn my keep.
I end up feeling weary in a long day of rest. Was I lacking in where could Malcolm? Perhaps you could try asking the other children.
I don't know what to do. What to do? Hoy, Arisen! Say, do you know the river close by the That's a problem for the... I was thinking you could... I'll help too. I'll look for gold ore every place I can think of.
Now we seek gold ore. Though 'tis sold in shops, mining some ourselves might prove the better choice.
Right you are.
Malcolm. All he's doing of late is picking through. Don't know why he bothered.
What about this place makes me nervous?
The heavens have forsaken us. All is lost.
Ain't nothing but trouble lurking here.
Stomach's complaining.
Malcolm's been really into exploring. Just the other day, he was going around telling anyone who'd listen about how he was an ox hair away from making some big
I'm dead on my feet. But I've much to do yet.
Causes conflict.
Why, you risen? Have you found any gold? That's all right.
None of us is guaranteed tomorrow. It's just like no to a nice, juicy beast steak.
Say, I've noticed you. If I were you, I'd pay a visit to the jail next, if you haven't already. The place is full of unsavory characters, as I should know. I was a...
Makes my hair stand on end.
Suppose I'd best be heading home.
Only fools and urchins boast of their kind.
Not much going on.
Oi! Who's there?
I'm dead on my feet.
Must be better. Can't we make our own? Is Mel? We were supposed to go exploring together, but I overslept. Wish he'd woken me up. I was really looking forward to going down into those vaults.
Shall we report back now?
My prayers.
Best be heading home. Got to sell off what I can while I'm in town.
I don't feel safe here.
Vaults, you say? By my knowledge, they were sealed off. Ah, but you mention rubble, aye? Then perhaps the lad found a way through. Come, I fear there's not a moment to pray. Follow me, and quickly. I believe this is the place to which the children were referred. Look, there, a hole. Could he have passed through here? There is naught to be done but have a look. Let us make haste.
Well worth the effort.
Malcolm, thank goodness you are unharmed. You have my eternal gratitude, Sir Arisen. Now I can breathe freely at last.
Sir Kendrick? You'll never believe what I've found. Books, sir. Books, books, and more books. It's like some sort of secret workshop.
Truly? Perhaps we ought to take a look.
We ought to follow close behind, lest we get separated.
It's no great shock to me.
How are we to get through this door?
Now here's a surprise.
At least all our efforts weren't for naught.
Interesting. I shall have to inform my own master of this.
Over here.
Heavens above!
Isn't it amazing? And I found it.
'Tis quite a find indeed. Is this some manner of archive? Why, I've ne'er seen so many books. This collection must be worth a fortune. 'Tis a veritable treasure. Might I ask that you not share the existence of this place with others, Sir Arisen? We cannot allow the knowledge accumulated here. We ought to entrust its care to someone worthy, someone who can appreciate its true value. Pray, tell me if you know of such an individual. As for you, Malcolm, I forbid you from telling anyone else about this place. 'Twill be our...
Oh, but...
However, in exchange for your silence, you may... Let's investigate this place's secrets together.
It near boggles the mind that so impressive an archive slumbered here. Tis surely any scholar's dream.
It's no great shock to me.
The books ne'er seem to... The books ne'er seem...
This place is...
I'll pick that up. We might have need of it. Battle is upon us!
Talk to him. Nothing ever seems to happen round.
Something smells divine.
Always gotta be in the thick of things, me.
Not my kind of place.
Spare this agony.
There's no easy thing.
Winches on all sides. What should I get up to today?
Welcome.
There's a ladder here.
Perhaps new discoveries await us.
Well, you will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when... treated to the... foremost hospitality. You know where to find. This inspires an awful...
Well met.
Look, Master, a treasure chest.
Welcome to... And quality's what you need if you want to... Survive. Hope to see you again.
This really is fine craftsmanship.
Bunch of sluggards.
The roads were safer.
I've been on my feet all day.
It's just another day.
Hurry to eat.
Here's hoping this season yields more than the last.
Idleness is a luxury I can barely afford.
Might I interest you in my humble way? Yes? Hope to see you again.
I do so enjoy stocking up on supplies.
Gold makes the world go round.
I quite agree.
I had every faith our paths would cross again, Arisen.
Hang in there, Master. I'm coming to assist.
If we're to break it, it shan't be from this side.
True enough.
What to do?
No shortage of easy marks.
Come on! Don't drag me!
It seems they bear us ill will. This is generally used as a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations. Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's all to be found while we're here?
Dread to think of the coming harvest. It's just another day, same as the one before it.
a song, it does.
This place is the top.
This ladder can take us to new heights.
Ah, excellent find.
Not fair in the world, just as it should be.
Well met, sir. My stomach's growling. Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a... There's trade to be had in times both fair and... fell. Much obliged.
Awesomeness. My fur stands on end.
Not much going on.
I see which way sets my...
Oi, Arisen! Have you found any gold ore yet? Wow! This'll be plenty, I reckon. Thank you, Edison. I was talking to the priests, and apparently our troubles aren't over yet. Would you be willing to let... Thanks. So, remember how I told you about the river by the church getting all mucky? Now lots of people who live nearby, the priests have been treating everyone as best they can. But there's no... I want to help them. But apart from ask you, that is. Would you... Oh, thanks, Arisen. I'll talk to the priests in the meantime.
Now we've need of...
Pray, take this. Heavens know you've learned.
Oh, it's not right. It doesn't make any sense. The doctor examined him afore and said he'd be better with a bit of medicine. Yet e'er since he came here, he's only...
I understand how you must feel. But you must see that your son's health can... There is no medicine that can heal him outright. I am caring for him as best. However, if you truly cannot entrust him to me, perhaps you would care to take him... Mayhap convalescing in a place familiar to him.
Home, you say?
Dear, we are pressed enough as 'tis.
All right, he stays.
I will look after him.
I'll not stick my head where it will get cut off. Seems I've fewer worries when I'm here.
Lots to do.
Wouldn't say no to a bit of...
As long as you please.
Well, you will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality. in all Vernworth. Much obliged.
Might as well take a look. While you're here, eh? Many thanks.
I do so enjoy stocking up on supplies.
Gold makes the world go round.
You have my support.
I end up feeling weary even after a day of rest.
Can't wait for the new equipment to come.
My legs are fair numb.
I've just remembered.
Hoy, Arisen! Have you brought any medicine with you? Now that's just... Oh, thank you, Arisen. This should be plenty.
'Tis a goodly deed we've done, aiding the sick. I only hope our efforts go a ways toward improving life in this...
Thanks, sir.
It's been a hard day.
All this patrolling doesn't...
Oh, sir, pray excuse my boldness, sir. Might I beg a moment? My master is in need of aid, you see, and I'm hoping you'll consider offering your assistance. Oh, thank you, sir. Might we continue this conversation somewhere more discreet? You will find my master's manor in the noble quarter. Pray, meet me there at your earliest convenience. Let's head to market, methinks.
Help. I need help.
If I could.
There's a ladder here.
After you, Arisen.
Oh, you came, sir. But I forget myself. You must be wondering why I asked you here. I should like to speak with an acquaintance of yours, a child with whom I espied you conversing. She is the spitting image of my young master, you see. It is my hope that she might take his place for a time, thereby granting him a reprieve from his sorry situation.
Diana, would you paint my mother a criminal? Ahem. Perhaps I ought to be the one to explain.
Young master, I meant no offence.
Diana has the right of it, though the situation is not nearly so dire as she makes. I seek only the freedom to leave my own home. My mother is bedridden, you see, and her mind is not so sharp as it once was. Whenever I am absent, she grows terribly distressed. By leaving a look-alike in the house, I hope to ensure her peace of mind while I attend to matters of my... Would you be willing to lend your assistance? Splendid. Thank you.
'Twas in the slums that I witnessed you speaking with the girl. Would you be so kind as to bring her here?
I have been waiting for you, Arisen.
Sleep.
I suppose I'd best run along.
Not game enough to hang about here.
Not sure how much longer I can hold out.
Bit quiet, but I like it.
I'll gather this. It might be of use.
Oh, my joints have been aching so much of this of late.
I want to go home.
Mayhap I ought to be getting home.
It's been a hard day.
Wish I had some.
Hoy, Arisen! I was hoping you'd come by. You wanted to ask me a favor this time. All right. How can I help? So, this noble boy wants me to pretend to be him? I'm not sure that'd work. I mean, I don't know the first thing about being a noble. Besides, are you sure we can trust these people? It all sounds a bit fishy to me. All right, I'll do it. But if I'm not very good at it, it's not my fault, okay?
Time to be heading home.
I'll not hang about.
It's been a hard day.
Each day is harder to bear than the
Lots to do.
What shall I do?
You're fool enough to fall for it. Shame on you.
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
Look, young master.
Indeed. I could be staring into a mirror. Diana, will you dress her and instruct her in her role?
As you wish, young master. This way, if you please, miss.
What a kindness you've done me. Now I can go and fetch a gift for Mother. I'm hoping a little cheer will aid her in her recovery, and a flower from Melve seems just the thing. She was born there, you see. No doubt her days would be brighter with a memento of her old home by her bedside.
All is ready, young master. You need only finish your preparations for the journey.
Let's see. What else must I bring? Ah, I almost forgot. Let's see. Ah, I almost forgot.
You know, the roads around Melve are supposed to be really dangerous. I heard the safest way to get there is to carry something that reeks of Cyclops with you, because it'll scare all the monsters away.
The lands around Melve are rife with poisonous flora. I'd hope to pack an... It is not only poison the plants inflict, but drowsiness besides. Might there not be a cure...
It seems Master Sebastian is lacking a few supplies.
Good evening, sir. I trust you. You fared all right? It's on the roads, just... Bite the hour. You know where to find. I fear I've no wisdom to offer.
Need anything? Might as well take a look. While you're here, eh? Stop by again soon.
No purchases to be made today, I see. I just hope the shopkeep understands.
Browsing was enough to scratch the itch, in my case.
Might as well take a look. While you're here, many thanks.
The lands around... It is not only poison.
Now then, I must confess, I feel rather uneasy. I only hope I've not forgotten. You think I ought to bring some medicine and monster repellent with me? What precisely would you suggest? My thanks. I'm certain. Now, I really must be going.
Take care, young master.
Come back safe.
Thank you for your aid in all of this, sir. This has been... Thank you once again, sir.
We've no healing magic at our disposal, so a curative will have to do.
Be that as it may.
Good evening, sir. I trust you fared all...
Getting proper rest is an important... When I return from afar and see you anew, I get the sense that your strength lies far deeper than...
Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead. Come, we've much to be getting on with.
Shall we get underway?
Well, you will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey. When treated to the foremost, you know where to find me.
Everyone's just tired, isn't
Got to sell off what I can while I'm in town.
Well met, sir. None of us is guaranteed tomorrow.
Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad. Have you found any of the items we discussed? Perchance. Do come again. Look, as long... Have you business with the guild, sir? I should... Be glad to assist you. Do come again.
There's a ladder here.
After you, Arisen.
You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. At least I go, knowing I fought to the...
I've a modest talent for spotting materials that can be used to... If ever you've need of an ear to listen...
A troubling rumor has reached my ears, and methinks I ought to share it. 'Tis said there is an illness spawns can contract beyond the rift that inflicts unspeakable harm on those around them. As it progresses, the pawn gradually loses all self-control, and in time will even cease to heed the Arisen's commands.
That sounds most unpleasant. I do hope we shall remain free of it.
Home at last!
Welcome home.
Thank you, Diana. I am glad to be back. 'Twas a hard journey, but I found what I sought. A blue sunbright, the sigil of our house. I only hope Mother will be...
A blue sunbright. I thought they were make-believe.
Oh no, they're quite real. Rather rare, though, and particularly to Melv. I'm surprised you've heard of them, to be frank.
Really? Well, there's a picture of one stuck to the inner cover of a book that was donated to the Gracious Hand. I asked Sir Kendrick about it.
A picture, you say?
I believe Miss Daphne is describing a bookplate. The book in question will have been a donation from this very house. Indeed, the mistress has been very generous in her support of the Gracious Hand over the years.
For true? Oh,
I think I could arrange that. I'm certain my mistress would be delighted.
Yes. Well, as for me, I'm just pleased to be home safe and sound.
All this racket! What's going on? Good gracious, what is the meaning of this?
Oh, you must be the lady who's been supporting the Gracious Hand.
What precisely have you told this girl?
Not a word, mistress. I swear it.
Good. As for you, girl, you need not thank me. 'Tis the privilege of the nobility to help those who are less fortunate. Now, do be sure to leave the house unseen, and fare you well, child. Know that where'er life may lead you, you may take pride in who you are. Come, Diana. I would speak with you alone.
What was that all about? Mother seemed awfully perturbed.
I do wonder what that was all about. Though I'm not sure we ought to pry.
This outcome has left me with much to ponder.
Tis a relief to be home safe. What was that all about? Mother seemed...
To think the lady here has been supporting... Are all the nobles so kind? I can't wait...
What's going on?
What's going on?
seem right, this.
I'm afraid not.
I took you for a kinder sort than that.
I've naught to say to the likes of... I've naught to say to the likes...
Seems you won't be swayed. A shame, that. Seems you won't be swayed.
What was that all about?
Always sets me to think.
Let us proceed to the next location. Unless you've any objection. Arisen, I will plot our course from the nearest location.
Time to be heading home.
Lost track of time. This place is too comfortable.
This ox cart's bound for the checkpoint rest town. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due. All this hustle and bustle puts us right at home.
Lost track of time.
This ox cart's bound for the...
When does my watch end?
If you're in need of a ride, 'tis now or ne'er.
The shift's only just begun.
I'm in fine fettle today.
Tis no easy thing, making a living
well
as a
tiring
soldier.
being so alert all day long.
It's been a hard day.
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
I end up feeling weary.
Say, you wouldn't happen to have seen a pretty stone lying about, would you? One befitting the name the Jadeite. It was stolen from me while I was delivering. It's no exaggeration, to be quite truthful. I'd intended to sell off the Jadeite orb, and working under a man such as him, I'd only get chewed. Unless you...
The Jadeite orb could be anywhere now. Perchance we ought to speak with someone who has experience in bandits.
Have you come from Vernworth? The ancient battleground to the north is overrun. In times past, 'twas safe enough a night. Since a few days past, it could be that aught's befallen the say. If I cannot dissuade you from traversing... If I cannot dissuade you from...
Ah, here we are. The ox cart made it without too much trouble.
There are worse ways to travel, I suppose.
Where? Oh, there's always demand for weapons. Particularly near the ball. Do you come again?
Greetings. Tell me, in your comings and goings, he seems to have vanished, and if I may be candid, is an item of precious importance to myself and my partners, you see. I must see it reclaimed, post-haste. And in my hour of need, who should wander by but the good Arisen? What say you, sir? Would you be so kind as to seek out the jadeite ore? You will be rewarded handsomely for you.
Sirs Offulf and Everard each seek the jadeite orb. To who?
Oi, you there! I don't mean to pry, only it's my...
Morris, I've just found out Roger's been abducted by beasts.
What?
I've just heard news. Roger was seen being dragged off by wolves.
Oh, my poor boy.
Morris, think what you're saying, friend.
Do you truly expect me to do naught? But the soldiers won't do aught for it. Concern it all. He's right. Do you, if you return him to me?
We may benefit from pursuing the information.
One must take pride in their charge.
Come on, have a look.
Ah, things will sort them. Selves out.
I'll make a living if I get myself in.
The flowers, from what I can glean, the pack isn't that unusual.
Shame there aren't. I rather enjoyed hearing the one about the Gigantus. 'Tis said to descend. Sounds like the...
Have you need?
Not good will come of this. How might I be of... This crowd's good medicine for my ringing ears.
You looking to join?
Aye, he had what looked like a bundle of grass with him. He would say no more than, yet no sooner had I charged to his aid. Poor lad. Pray help him if you can.
Aye. Oh.
You'll never... Normally, you put an elf and a dwarf in the same room and they'll be trading blows before you can... Mayhap my eyes deceive. Not much going on here.
Poor Annie's delivered me. I still recall it. Oh, Rog. Well...
The flowers that blew, from what I can glean, isn't that unusual.
It's no easy thing, making a living.
It's strangely quiet hereabouts. Where are our foes lurking?
I cannot help but ache for a scrap.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises.
How's this?
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor.
We must not let
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon. One of us has been drenched.
You'll not live to regret this!
You are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait right there.
We have found a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say. Over so soon? Why? We seem to have come through unscathed.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes. Ah, oxen.
Careful. Oxen are like to charge when angered. We'll never get anywhere if all we do is rest.
Let us return once we've grown tired from our labours.
I grant you roaring flame.
Feast your eyes on this! That was impeccably timed, Arisen.
Thank you. I'm overjoyed to have you all take the time to say.
Aptly said.
Another statue? Mayhap 'twill yield us all to views. What?
Say, we mark it in our minds as a place of interest. Come to think of it, we're all of differing vocations, aren't we?
Our respective abilities are unique as well.
We must be...
To the Hobgoblin!
My curative magics are at your disposal.
Wait right there. Here, an enchantment of cold to freeze our foes.
You're soaked! Do try not to catch cold. Tis pleasantly cool here, what with a canopy overhead.
This maze of trees offers ample advantage to rogues and bandits.
I quite agree. Battle is best avoided here.
A flawless execution.
Our combined might is beyond any foe. Honk. Count the number of meats and fish that have gone to rot in my pack. You'd think the smell would remind me.
Ah, yes. That sounds familiar.
I grant you fire's blaze! Use it well!
I'm scared. What's going on? I remember. The wolves. How is it you saved me? Didn't you, sir? How did you know where I was? I suppose he must be worried. If it's all the same to you, sir.
Don't we have a report to make, Master?
A fine place to hop. Of us some ingredients.
I say we collect as much as we can carry.
The day grows darker with our every step.
Where we do not fall prey to enemy ambush. I don't know about you, Master, but I'm worn out. Mightn't we have a rest before pressing on?
I shall remain by your side.
You're well fond of picking things up, aren't you?
Fire must be put out! There are Comrade Burns! Let my magics grant you an elemental boon. Dare I say it, we trounced our foe well and true.
No doubt this triumph will spur us into the next.
I shan't allow any further harm to come to you.
I must admit that it feels wonderful to strike true. It's about time we pressed on, wouldn't you say, Master?
I grant you roaring fame.
Where are you going?
I'm nodding off where I stand.
Well met, sir. How's the day treating you then? Peruse at your leisure, sir.
Rog? Rog, is that you, my boy?
Hello, Grandfather.
'Tis a miracle. You're alive and in one piece! Oh, joy of joys!
Grandfather, you're smothering me.
Oh, hush! You don't get to complain of such things after you worried me half to death.
I'm very sorry, Grandfather. I didn't mean to cause you grief.
And you? Words alone will ne'er be enough to pray. Take this. 'Tis naught but a trifle in comparison to your kindness. Thank you, sir.
Thank you for saving me.
Outstanding.
We have achieved our objective.
'Tis vital that we rest and regain our strength before moving on.
Onward. Our work is not yet done. On to the nearest...
Long as I live, I shall ne'er...
Why? Peruse at your leisure, sir.
Very well. I shall return.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
Maybe I'll get right here.
Go on, have a look.
Welcome, after all. 'Tis folly to linger on a single vocation. When there are so many exciting methods of combat to be tried, do come again.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
Interested in my wares?
Well, if you think me a liar, then buy something and see the truth for yourself. On the transference of soul. 'Tis not like to do much harm on its own. Take care how you use it, sir. Ah, I see you desire one of my masterpieces. Very well. I shall have your order crafted in good time. A little patience is all. Many thanks to you.
The Jadeite orb is safely in hand.
Peruse at your leisure, sir.
Let's take it easy today. So, how goes it? Did you manage to retrieve the Jadeite orb?